Okay, so I'm here to talk about the latest single by the Beatles. Uh, well, I am super excited that this came out, first of all. It happens to be my birthday today, so yeah, it feels kind of special for me. I am the biggest Beatles fan that I know. I've been to Liverpool, I've interviewed Peter Best, seen McCartney twice, paid to see him once, snuck in the other time. And the fact that Paul came together with Ringo to finish off this track that apparently was started back in the early 90s at the same time as Real Love and Free as a Bird were completed. Those songs were gems. Somehow, to me, even those songs seemed dated in the instrumentation. I guess what I'm trying to say is the actual Beatles music from the 60s sounds modern to me. But for some reason, the recreation sounds dated. Anyway, I got to hear the new single from John, Paul, George, and Ringo today. It's called Now and Then. And it was taken from a demo that John had left and Yoko had given to the rest of the Beatles. And they used AI. And I believe, as far as I understand, the only thing they did with AI was they separated the vocal from the piano. And that was the same technology that was used by Peter Jackson in the Get Back documentary, which is excellent if you haven't seen it. Just imagine you have 6 people in a room with a shitty microphone, and then AI can actually identify each of those separate voices or instruments or, a fork clanking or whatever it is, separate them with perfect clarity and perfect silence all around the sample or the whatever it is, and then they can mix it and master it and build it and make it beautiful and make it like a modern day recording. So I don't know, I was really excited. I was telling everybody I knew about this song today called Now and Then, and I was waiting till 10 o'clock. Actually, I woke up at midnight and checked for it, and it was not in the internet ether. But then I learned that it was going live at about 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And boy, I was super excited, slightly emotional, and when I heard it, I thought it was really good. I loved hearing John Lennon's beautiful, crisp, clean vocal, so well preserved. So that's a rush, and I'm just really happy that it happened. Now, I have some some criticisms of it, I suppose. After I listened to it, I thought that it was a little bit muddled. I thought that the instrumentation was so thick and so syrupy and so much reverb that I think they overdid it a little bit. I really wish that, if possible, they could have treated it a little bit more like Let It Be, the record. A little bit more like guys in a room, a little less orchestration, a little less reverb, a little less overdubbing, to try to make it perfect. Somehow for me that makes it sound a little dated or a little corny, a little overdone, Although I listened to it about 10 times today, and I will continue to listen to it, and I'll probably get a lot out of it, as time progresses. I think Real Love and Free as a Bird were great, and they were done in the same manner, except they weren't done with AI. They were done with, I don't know, some other kind of primitive technology regarding, isolating Lennon's vocal and his piano stuff. I think the lyrics are very good. I think I could... of this new song, I think there was too much on it, but aside from that, I thought actually the way they put the choruses in and the way they kind of changed the original demo was a little bit it left me wanting more. And I listened to it. I'm like, did Lennon? I was thinking, is that how Lennon intended it? Because I know there's a demo of this song where they got it. It's out there. It's 4 or 5 minutes long. And I listened to it, and when I was listening to the demo directly after I'd heard Now and Then, the official Beatles release, I realized that there was a part missing, at least one part. And there's probably a reason there. There's probably a reason, when they were putting it together, Paul probably took the reins and said, we'll cut this part and we'll make this the chorus, and arranged it in a way. That's really easy to do with today's modern grid technology and Pro Tools and stuff. But there's just a really great little part of that song that talks about something to the effect of, I don't want to abuse you, I don't want to lose you, that was just missing from the version the Beatles put out. And go ahead, I want you guys to go compare Now and Then with the Now and Then demo and tell me what you think. It was like the most beautiful part of the song, at least. It might have been, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm missing it. You want what you can't have, But I am curious as why they would, in a sense, butcher, well, let's not say butcher, let's say perform surgery on a song and really remove one very specific, very beautiful part that kind of lent itself to probably where Lennon was at the time. I understand that part, the song gets a little bit darker, and maybe Paul wanted to keep it light or something. But it does, the part I'm referring to does talk about Lennon like abusing somebody, but it's not that dark, it's not that weird. It's kind of like the equivalent of Sacha Baron Cohen wanting to give the real deal Freddie Mercury treatment to the movie for Queen, but then their guitarist wanting a more Disney style version. Perhaps. I don't know. I would love to know why they took this great part out of the Lennon demo and did not put it in this song. In my opinion, it could have worked. It would have maintained the integrity of the original song, and it would have been better. Sorry. That's what I think. And, maybe if somebody gives a shit, I will get those answers. Having said all that, it's beautiful, and the more I listen to it, in my mind, it will form a more complete song, and I will accept it for what it is and what the great living Beatles have put together. And thank you for that, Paul and Ringo and whoever else, probably, I don't know, George Martin's son, Donnie Harrison, John Lennon's two boys, Sean and Julian, Yoko. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, it was a wonderful day. It was a great birthday present. A few criticisms, but I know how it is. I write songs myself, and maybe on the cutting room floor, there was a reason they left, some of it, and maybe that was the only way they could complete it in their own minds. But that's it. I guess go to the comments, tell me what you think. This has been Jabo, and have a good day.